Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for August 2019. And this is for you coming from Capricorn. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll reply to your questions. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of August. And I'm going to tackle the area of your job first. And so let's see what the card says. And this is not a good card. It says that you in your job have an enemy that you may not know about. Somebody you do not recognize where you work is a deadly enemy to you. Could be your bosses, any of them, could be the people you work with. So you have to be very careful that if any mistakes are made by you in the first 15 days in the job, it's going to take a very bad toll on you. The results are going to be terrible. And even if you are offered a new job anywhere, I would say think twice before accepting it. Because again, this kind of card shows deception and deceit where finance is concerned. Now, about business and finances, let's see what the card says for the first 15 days of August. All right. Well, it's a very greedy card. Either you or somebody else is only interested in money. Well, since I'm reading to you, I would say that you could be the victim in your business area of somebody very greedy who wants to make most of the profit and you the least of the profit. And you could even be let down in the terms of the deal going bad with you, the losing end. So the card is basically not good. It tells you in your business area, in the first 15 days of August, you're going to have bad luck. So the last thing you want to do is to expose yourself to risk of any kind. Lie low. Tell yourself, I'm not going to take any risk in business. Whatever I have that I'm doing, consolidate, which means just look after that will do. Now about romance, old or new. Let's see what this card says. Oh, well, you are the center of attraction, that's for sure. Yes, you are. But a card says that your behavior will be very aggressive. And because of that, if you find a new romance, you will be seen as a person who is very pushy and very stubborn, and maybe even a bully. So you have to take the soft approach during this first 15 days of August if you find a new romance. It probably is going to be a very sensitive person that you meet. And if you show any kind of overstrength, like being pushy or showing your temper, then the situation is going to be disappointing for you. Perhaps that person will leave. If it's an ongoing romance, well, you should already know the position of exposure to risk of violence between you and your ongoing partner. So you cannot afford to provoke that romance partner that you have. Otherwise, the conflict is going to become very, very bad. So tell yourself it's only the first 15 days of August that I have to worry about. So I will hold on to my temper if you have a temper, or your aggression if you have an aggression, or to any kind of risk that might somehow break up this relationship that you have in the form of a romance. It's not so good. Now, and that applies to a new romance and an old romance as well that you're having. Marriage and family areas, let's see what happens. This is not such a bad card, but again, it shows anger. It's an anger card. So either you or your marriage partner in the first 15 days of August are going to be angry about something. It only gets really bad if both get angry. If one only gets angry, there's a way out. So you listening to me, don't be angry. Try to back down. Try to be flexible. Be as negotiable as possible. It's only the first 15 days that I'm worried about, that your marriage can be stretched to something you don't like. And so hold on to that and don't contribute to any kind of aggression and you'll be fine. Now let's go to the last 16 days of August. And I'm going to start to talk to you again about your job first. Your last 16 days for you in Capricorn. Now, this is a very good card. It's a card of strength. Strength means good luck. So, whatever you do in your job area, you're going to attract a lot of good luck in the last 16 days of August. Now is your chance to go and talk about the promotion, to change your job if you want, to get support for whatever you want to do, get more money, more status. So it's a very good card for you in the last 16 days. Now is your chance to make up and to be able to get reward. Now we will talk about business and finances in the last 16 days. Now this is another good card. It's a card of Mercury. And it says in business, whatever agency lines you have or whatever products you're doing business with, they're all going to do very well. And you may even add new possibilities or even new partnerships, because with this kind of cards, you're just hitting the top notes and you're reaching for the stars. And this beautiful sign of Mercury is very positive. It just means that the chance of making some good money in the last 16 days of August in the area of business is very, very much yours. So do that. Romance, new and old, in the last 16 days. Let's see what happens there. So, well, it's another good card, and it's also got to do with Mercury, and it's also got to do with money. So if we talk of a new romance that you find in the last 16 days of August, you may meet somebody who has a lot of money and who is having a good life. And if he wants to share it with you, how lucky you are. And that's because you are going to be very lucky in the last 16 days of August. So go all out, meeting people, dress your best, look your best, go to places. With this kind of card, you must also be materialistically minded and tell yourself, I'm going to go to places in the last 16 days, whether it's clubs or whether it's fun places. I'm going to go to where I can meet people who are successful, and you'll make this message come to life for you. And even your ongoing romance is going to get good luck, or is it that you will get a lot of good luck and that your ongoing romance partner may become very lucky? Either way, it's a very good card for you where romance is concerned. Now about marriage and family. And marriage and family is fine. There's a bonding, there's happiness, there's a card of Jupiter. I do worry a little bit that you might tend to be overly protective, but you may come out being very dominating. And so try not to be dominating. Give your partner space in your marriage areas, and that would be much better for you. So it's a good enough card to keep happiness together. Now we will go to talk about your lucky ages for you coming from Capricorn. And for you coming from Capricorn, let's see what the card says. There'll be some ages from people of Capricorn making August very lucky for them. And I'm going to give you these ages. If you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or even 81, you're going to be one very lucky person in the month of August. Every area of your life, the romance, the marriage, the family, the job, the business, the finances, any area of your life. Well, if you're not of these ages, you need to see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years. We'll talk about that a bit later. Now I will talk to you about your lucky dates, DATES, for the month of August. And let's see what it says. It's a money card, so I'm going to go for these dates. The 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd are going to be very, very lucky for you. And you'll have plenty of opportunities come your way, whether in the job, business, finance, whether meeting somebody who has a lot of money, whether making money yourself, whether you might have a good run in the casino. So on these lucky dates, you go and get that energy for yourself. The 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd. Now I will talk to you about lucky colors. So let's see what this card says about colors. You coming from Capricorn, and the color has to be white. White will attract a lot of good luck for you, whether the romance or making your family and marriage happy. whether in the job, business, or attracting money. So wear plenty of white, especially waist upwards, and you will see that you get very lucky during this month of August for yourself. Now we will talk of direction energy. Why direction energy? Because 9 planets are surrounding Earth, and these planets are looking after Earth, and they have become our solar system. And so, which direction you coming from Capricorn? From Capricorn. Now, this card says for the month of August, try to face northeast, and you will find your inspiration levels and your chances of saying and doing everything right, and to make your wish about all the good things you want in job or business or in family areas. So do that and you'll be very lucky. Well, that's what I have to tell you. Now for this 90-minute session, it's going to cost you USD $50, and I'll know your date of birth and your time of birth and look at your palms. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers. I'll give you your personal, a lot of information about your colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions and so on. And with all that information, you can make your next 7, 8, or 9 years perfectly yours and under your control. So send me that message at AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9, at gmail.com, AndyHoro9 at gmail.com, and I'll reply to your emails as soon as I can. Until then, have a good month of August. Thank you and goodbye.